Hey church, this week we hit day 580 of our chapter a day adventure, and we hit the book of Hebrews in the New Testament. Now, next week we're going to dig into chapter 10, which contains that famous verse. Let us not give up the habit of meeting together as some are doing. Instead, let us encourage one another all the more, since you see that the day of the Lord is coming nearer. You know, that verse has meant a lot of different stuff over the last 500 years. It used to mean getting dressed in your Sunday best, coming to a big building, sitting and standing and sitting and standing and sitting and standing and singing out of a big old hymn book. However, with time, the dress code relaxed, the music got louder, we ditched the hymnal, and added coffee. But going to church or attending church or gathering as a church has always meant coming together in a large crowd in a big building. But today, with the help of COVID-19, our understanding of what church is once again changing. That's why on September 19th and 20th, we're bringing in 3 new ways for us to meet as a church to fulfill Hebrews 10:25. Don't stop meeting together. The first way we're calling building church. Building church is the more familiar and traditional way of doing church. We'll be reopening all 3 worship venues, the factory, the warehouse, and the fire hall, for 6 live services a weekend. You can get all your details at riverwood.cc for that. All 6 worship services will have socially distanced seating, enhanced cleaning protocols, and limited seating, meaning that you will need to pre-register on the app or website in order to reserve your seat. All 6, except for the 11:15 service at the factory, will have Riverwood kids. Numbers will be kept purposefully small with 120 adults and 30 kids. But that's only one of 3 ways we can gather, worship, grow, and connect together. The second way to fulfill Hebrews 10:25 and not neglect meeting together, even in the midst of a pandemic, we're calling house church. House church is where someone with a little bit of space and a TV phones their friends and says, "Jimmy, how you doing, big guy? Hey, what do you say you come on over this morning for church? I got coffee, I got some croissants, and you come over, you bring the family, and we party while we watch the service. All right, see you in a few." That's what house church could look like for you. You can access the service live at 10:15 on Sunday, or you can register your house church online and get an all-access private link for you and your house church to view the service whenever you want. All the details on what it means to be a house church, who can run a house church, the COVID protocols for house church, and how exactly it works can be found on our website. So you see, there is more than one way to fulfill Hebrews 10:25. You can be part of the building church, where you're part of a more larger gathering of Christ followers. You can start or be part of a house church with 3 to 12 people gatherings where you can actually join and be the church inside of someone's home. But there is a third way to church that we're calling you to. We're calling it couch church. Couch church is also a fulfillment of Hebrews 10 verses 25, not to neglect gathering as a church and worshiping together. But with couch church, it comes with its own set of challenges. You see, church isn't about a location or a time or what you sit on, who you're with, or what you're wearing. Church is about a commitment to intentionally connect. Church is about not letting a week go by without setting aside some time to worship and dig into God's Word. Church is about mobilizing to impact our world and make a difference, whether that's in a big building, in a house, or on your own couch.